Hope and pray that everyone must have a wonderful journey sitting at the bank of Govinda Kund, a very auspicious place. Wonderful pastime has happened, and we will dwell some more tomorrow. So those spiritual warriors who made our journey successful today with their kind association was Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, Yamuna Sundari Mataji, I.V. Gautam, Ravi Pipilia, Vrajeshwari Priya Devidasi, Govinda Gita Devidasi, Rohini Nandan Prabhu, Kasturi Manjari, Sistastika Devidasi, Adi Gopal Prabhu joined. Welcome back, Prabhuji. Haribol. Amol and Smita Panchpande, Raghav Chaitanya Prabhu, Girivardhari Prabhu, Shreya Devidasi, Sitala Priya Devidasi, Sachinandan Krishna Prabhu, Srinivas Acharya Prabhu, Hanuman Prabhu joined very early today. Haribol. Prathmesh Prabhu, Nadia Kumar Prabhu, Shraman Prabhu, Leela Manjari Mataji also joined early. Rag Bhakti Mataji, Sugandha Raj Prabhu, Aradhana Devidasi, Janki Kan Prabhu, Lavanga Latika Mataji, Tapti Ghosh Mataji, Manmatha Anand Prabhu, Sundari Radha Mataji, Parmanand Hari Prabhu, Nandan Priya Devidasi, Pandurang Devdas Prabhu, Damodar Rati Mataji, Shrikha and Pankaj Gupta, Rohit Mishra Prabhu, Pranath Gopal Prabhu, Radhika Prem Devidasi, Saraswati Devidasi, Sumitra Radha Devidasi, Devendra Krishna Prabhu, Devyans and Saloni, Vraj Vinod Prabhu, Anand Vinodini Devidasi, Priyanka Mataji, Rukmani Priya Devidasi, Devi Murti Devidasi, Kishore Krishna Prabhu, Namanand Prabhu, Prem Vinodini Mataji, Madhvi Gopi Mataji, Uttam Bhakta Prabhu, Vallabhi Mataji, Rajendra Prabhu, Abhay Prabhu, Swedi Prabhu, Vijay Keshav Prabhu, Amal Atman Prabhu. I didn't see Gadadhar Chandra Prabhu today. Haribol. Tulsi Priya Devidasi from Houston. Jai Govinda Prabhu. I think Jai Govinda Prabhu and Tulsi Priya Mataji from College Station didn't join today. Maybe I missed them. Bhadra Bharati Mataji, Kamal Mukha Krishna Prabhu, Sarva Tarak Prabhu, Amal Nam Prabhu, Govinda Mohini Devidasi, Krita Lakshman Prabhu joined early today. Manoj Kapoor, Kamal Priya Mataji, Karunamai Mataji, Radha Charan Prabhu, Abhay Charan Prabhu, Shukruti Devidasi, Kamini Priya Mataji, Sankarsan and Manjari, Sundari Leela Mataji, Sarmista Sahi, Mamta Mataji, Balram Prabhu, Radha Vallabh Prabhu also joined early. Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Harikatha Devidasi, Rasa Keda Prabhu, Anand Radhika Mataji, Pitambar Priya Prabhu, Advait Prabhu, Rajesh and Sweta, Chintamani Devidasi, Amit Prabhu, Prem Priya Padma Mataji, Suchitra Devidasi, Sri Kumar Prabhu joined very early. I think must be around 2:10 or something, or maybe 2 o'clock. Haribol. Sumit Prabhu, Kanta Mataji, Rashmi Mataji, Srinivas Chandran Prabhu, Shrikant Survase Prabhu. I think today Nissan Sharma Prabhu joined with his wife name or something. That I'm hoping that that's the Anjaneya Anita Mataji. If I'm wrong, Prabhu, correct me. Neeraj Srivastav Prabhu, Prafulanand Madhav Prabhu, wonderful devotee. Sri Prada Lalita Devidasi, Akshata, I'm very happy, Akshata. Also, Sri Kamataji, I want to introduce to you Akshata. She also live in Austin and she also worked with the Dell computer. Maybe you can assist her some way. Haribol. Vani Prabhu, Lekha Mataji, Thaneswar Prabhu, Haribol. Thaneswar Prabhu was not joining, so I was checking on him. But some has some task, from the work, which is difficult. I have so much sympathy for working people. Sudevi Sundari Mataji, Radhika Bhakti Mataji. Rupsi didn't join today from KT today. Patit Pavan also didn't join. Hemangini also didn't join. Haribol. Shri Padma Manjari also didn't join. Ramakrishna Prabhu and Lata Mataji joined. Pragya Nagpal joined very early today. Haribol. Sudhir Krishna Prabhu always joined at 5 o'clock without fail. Sati Sarana Devidasi, Anita Saha from Dhaka. I don't know Bhavesh Pandya joined or not. Murli Gopal Prabhu joined. Sarva Shakti Devidasi joined. Sneha Mataji. Rati Vilas Dasi. Camilla Wilson also very joined early from Guatemala. Haribol. We miss Sankari Kaur Devidasi today. Then Leelaswari Devidasi started join. Welcome. Anjaneya Anita also joined from today. Welcome. And also Riya Saroha from India joined today. So we pray and hope that holy name can bless them so they can join more frequent regularly. So let's hear the wonderful song before we will read. Wonderful narration is there. If you can hang on today, would be best.
Parama karuna bahudui jana nitai gora chandra. Parama karuna bahudui jana nitai gora chandra. Sabavatar sara shiromani kevala ananda kanda. Sabavatar sara shiromani kevala ananda kanda. 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 भजो भजो भाई चैतन्य निताय सुदृढ़ विश्वास कोरी. भजो भजो भाई चैतन्य निताय सुदृढ़ विश्वास कोरी. विषय छाड़िया सेरा से मजिया मुखे बोलो हरि हरि. विषय छाड़िया सेरा से मजिया मुखे बोलो हरि हरि. 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 देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवन नाय एमन दयाल दाता. देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवन नाय एमन दयाल दाता. पशु पक्षी जोरे पाषाण विदार शुनि जार गुण गाथा. पशु पक्षी जोरे पाषाण विदार शुनि जार गुण गाथा. 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 রহিলি পড়িয়া সে পদে নাহিল সংসারে মজিয়া রহিলি পড়িয়া সে পদে নাহিল আপন করম ভুঞ্জায় সমান কহয় লোচন দাস আপন করম ভুঞ্জায় সমান কহয় লোচন দাস 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 পরম করুণ বহু দুই জন নিতাই গৌরচন্দ্র পরম করুণ বহু দুই জন নিতাই গৌরচন্দ্র
Hare Krishna, everyone. I'm just gonna write one phone number, so please bear with me. I don't want to miss, so sometimes it's even difficult to read those numbers. 8268. Thank you very much, Jai Govinda Prabhu. Sorry for my inability to acknowledge your presence. I know you are so kind, you will forgive me. So we will read, yesterday we read that paragraph of the day on Saturday. So I think it's so prominent, I would like to read that. It has given us the sum and substance of our devotional practice. So please be attentive. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Uddhava, by associating with my pure devotees, one can destroy one's attachment for all objects of the material sense gratification. The devotion developed in such purifying associations bring me under the control of my devotee." This is Krishna speaking to Uddhava. "One may perform the Ashtanga Yoga system, engage in philosophical analysis of the elements of the material nature, practice non-violence and other ordinary principles of piety, chant the Vedas, perform penances, take to the renounced order of life, execute sacrificial performances, and dig wells, plant trees, and perform other public welfare activities, give in charity, carry out severe vows, worship the devas, chant confidential mantras, visit holy places, or accept major and minor disciplinary injunctions. But even by performing all such activities, one does not bring me under his control." So the purport is that none of these practices is as potent spiritually in attracting the mercy of the Supreme Lord as is Sadhu Sangha. The Ashtanga Yoga path and the other such practices just mentioned please the Lord only superficially, unlike Sadhu Sangha, which pleases him fully. In other tracts, the Hari Bhakti Sudhodaya 851, this statement is found as follows: "Yasya yat sangiti pumso manivat syat sa tad gunaha shakul dvaitato dhinam dhiman Shvayuthyan eva shramshrayat." A person gradually acquires the characteristics of the company he keeps. Much like gemstone that lends some of its own color and sparkle to other substances in touch with it. Therefore, a person can become a pure devotee in the saintly association of pure devotees. So we should seek out the pure devotees. That's the goal of our life. And show them nicely to please them. Sadhu Sangh brings blessings to all the living entities. The scripture advises Nisanga, to live without companions. This means one should give up contact with worldly minded people and only seek the saintly company of Vaishnavas. Even accidental association with pure devotees without knowledge of the benefit brings good fortune. As declared in Srimad Bhagavatam 3:23-56, Sango ya samsuter hetur asatsu vihito dhiya sa eva sadhu sukruto nisangat vaya kalpate. Desiring companionship for sense gratification is certainly the path to bondage. Yet, the same act of association with saintly persons lead to the path of liberation, even if performed without knowledge. Further, Srimad Bhagavatam 7:532, Naisam matis tavat urukramang grihim spurti anartha pangama yat artha mahiyasam pad rajo piseksham niskinchananam na vrunita yavat. Unless they smear upon their bodies the dust of the lotus feet of a Vaishnava, completely free from material contamination, persons very much inclined toward materialistic life cannot be attracted to the lotus feet of the Lord, who is glorified for his uncommon activities. Only by becoming Krishna conscious and taking shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord can one be freed from material contamination. Further also in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:48-31, Nahi mayani tirthani na devamruch chilamayaha te punantanti uru kalena darshanad eva sadavaha. Only after a long period of worshipping Ganga Devi, the holy place of pilgrimage, and the earthen and marble deity forms of the Devas, is the soul of such a worshipper sanctified, whereas an unalloyed devotee of the Lord purified any person simply by giving a moment's association through his mere presence. Further, Srimad Bhagavatam 10:51-53. You know, we have so many opportunities, right? We have met with so many pure devotees. We should ask ourselves why the transformation is not taking place inside our heart. We should ask those questions. Bhava pavargo brahmato yada bhavej janasya tarhi achyuta sat samagamaha sat sangama yarhi tadaiva sadguto para varase tvai jayate mati. O Achyuta, O Supreme Being, O one who is eternally fixed in his original identity, O infallible one, the Jiva is eternally caught in the continuous cycle of birth and death. When the time for his release from his vicious cycle comes, he first attained the association of saintly persons. Right from that moment, he develops attachment to your lotus feet. You are the Lord of both the material and the spiritual worlds, and the shelter for the saintly souls. Vrajanath, my boy, the eternally conditioned soul has been crucified on the karma chakra, the cycle of fruitive actions, since time immemorial. He wanders in the material universe from one species of the life to another, sometime as a dev and sometime as a beast. However, if on the strength of previous sukruti accumulated over many lifetimes, he meets a pure elevated devotee of the Lord, he then develops attractions to serve the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Vrajanath, quote, Prabhu, you say that Sukruti brings a person into contact with the saintly soul. What is Sukruti? Is it a part of karma or jnana? Raghunath Das Babaji. According to the scriptures, pious auspicious activities are called Sukruti. There are two varieties, Bhakti Pravartaka, that which invokes devotional service to the Supreme Lord, and Avantara Phala Pravartaka, that which give extraneous material results. The fruitive activities and pursuit of the empirical knowledge in the Sankhya philosophy are example of Sukruti producing extraneous results. Yet, saintly association, Dhamma Yatra, spiritually enlivening pilgrimages, observing devotional vows, and so on, are Bhakti Pravartaka and generate eternal devotion to Lord Sri Krishna. On the other hand, Avantara, Phal Pravartaka, Sukruti, gives temporary material results and then exhausts its effect. All materially meritorious deeds, giving charity, performing austerity, etc., reward us with sense gratification. In addition, by realization of Brahman through monistic empirical knowledge, one achieves the Sukruti that bestow impersonal mukti. However, none of this Sukruti can generate attachment for bhakti. On the other hand, seeking the company of the pure devotee, observing vow conducive to bhakti, such as Ekadasi, Janmashtami, the appearance days of Sri Krishna, and Gaur Purnima, the appearance day of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, offering service to Tulsi Devi, honoring Mahaprasad, the sanctified food remnants of Sri Krishna, circumambulation of the temple of Sri Vishnu, and worshipping the holy Dham are all Bhakti Pravartaka Sukruti. I was listening yesterday the class of Radhana Swami Maharaj, and he was mentioning that these days come, Janmashtami, once a year, to invoke the feeling of this, that Krishna really took birth. But Maharaj was saying yesterday, very profound, that we should feel the Janmashtami every single day because it is happening at some planet, sometime, in some different universe. We should always look for those moments can increase our devotion. That should be our intense greed, should be there. How can I increase my devotion? What should I do? Otherwise, all these things will keep us busy anyway. They are in one way. What can I, the word I think they are sucking our blood, devotees' blood, the corporate world, nothing else. Giving little money, bind them. Vrajanath, if a person afflicted by the pain of material existence and desires to end his suffering, which is caused by nuisance, earnestly and directly approaches the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Hari in order to surrender himself, will he not be awarded with bhakti? Raghunath Das Babaji. By his power of discrimination, a person may become conscious of the distress inflicted upon him by Maya Devi. Are we using the discrimination power? That's only in the human life is available. And he may also comprehend that material life is unreal and contaminating. Who has not realized, right? Every one of us. Haribo. However, when the sincere soul realizes that the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord and his intimate, unalloyed devotees are his sole sanctuaries, and that he should single-mindedly surrender to the Lord, give topmost priority in your life for chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, life will become successful. Through the medium of his pure devotees, only then will such a sincere soul properly understand the value of the prospective association of sadhus engrossed in Krishna Prem. This sublime sadhusan then bestows the prime devotional sukruti, giving the aspirant the greatest blessings, attainment of the lotus feet of Sri Hari. I was reading also Niranjan Swami Maharaj, and he was also stressing the point to his disciple, how sincere they need to be to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So wonderful to associate with those personalities through their Vani or through their words or their Vapu association. But if those association doesn't make any change in our practical life, what is the use of that association? Krishna is so kind, giving us so many opportunities. The Jiva's initial mood of renunciation and state of awakening consciousness play an indirectly secondary role as stepping stone toward his ultimate devotional goal. However, sadhu sang is an indispensable need and is thus the principal means to attain Shuddha Bhakti at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Haribol. Vrajanath. If we place karma, pious works, jnana, empirical knowledge, vairagya, renunciation, and vivek, the discrimination, as the secondary cause for bhakti, why do we not call them bhakti pravartaka sukruti? Raghunath Das Babaji. We have strong reservation against accepting this opinion. The result of these secondary causes are extraneous to the real goal, most often becoming redundant and ineffective after being avoided. Karma pushes the jiva into the pool of material enjoyment, dries it up, and then leaves. Vairagya and vivek may elevate the material enjoyment. No, vairagya and vivek may elevate the jiva only up to the non-dual Brahman realization, but are generally inadequate to elevate him further than that. The monistic non-dual Brahman realization, by its impersonal nature, usually deprives the jiva from receiving shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, these performances cannot be assertively termed bhakti pravartaka sukruti. Rarely may they elevate someone to the doors of bhakti, but that is exception, not the rule. Sadhu sang, on the other hand, has no irrelevant side effects It heals the devotees to the higher realizations of Prem as confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam 3:25-25. Satam prasangam mama virya samvido bhagavanti rut krishna rasayanana kathaha tajjosunad ashu apavargat vartamani shraddha ratir bhakti anukramishyati. In the association of pure devotees, discussions of the pastime and activity of the Supreme Lord is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and the heart. By cultivating such knowledge, one gradually advances along the path of liberation. Therefore, one is freed and one's attraction becomes fixed. Then real devotion and devotional service begins. You know, Brahma Bhuta Prasanatmana Sochati na Kansati Sama Sarvesu Videsu. Mad Bhaktim Labhate Param, that sloka on the Bhagavad Gita also state the same thing. When there is no hankering for the material enjoyment or no lamentation of losing those material attachments, then you get the Brahma Bhuta stage where you can start your devotion. So these are two parameters we should watch it. How much our life is dedicated for those versus other. And you will know for sure where we are. There is no secret, right? Vrajanath. Thus, Sadhu Sangha is established as the only Bhakti Pravartika Sukruti. Listen, this is Sadhu Sangha is the only one Bhakti Pravartaka Sukruti. How about the procedure? Is the hearing of Harikatha from the sadhus, then followed by the attainment of Bhakti? Raghunath Das Papaji. Very well. I will explain the development step by step. Our Acharya is so wonderful, you know. They give everything what we need to advance in spiritual life if we remain sincere. What is the step by step? Listen carefully. While wandering through the different pieces of life, a jiva, upon attaining birth as a human being, must perform providentially or otherwise Bhakti Pravartaka Sukruti in form of any one of the limbs of pure devotional service, such as fasting on Ekadasi or on other spiritually important occasions, visiting and respecting the holy place of the pastime of the Supreme Lord, or hearing kirtan from the lips of a renounced and humble Vaishnava sadhu. However, those persons who purposely desire bhakti and mukti will not get the benefit of Bhakti Pravartaka Sukruti, even by performing any of these activities. In contrast, if the innocent person, even one devoid of philosophical understanding, perform these activities by accident, by chance, or by social custom without desiring bhakti and mukti, he obtains the result of Bhakti Pravartaka Sukruti. So bhakti and mukti, we have to stay away from this thing if he wants to get attached to the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna. When such sukruti has been accumulated over many lifetimes, it generates a force that creates Shraddha, which is defined as faith in the practice of Shuddha Bhakti. This Shraddha then gives birth to the desire to associate with pure devotees, which is Sadhu Sangha. Thereafter, this Sadhu Sangha inspired a gradual increase in bhajan, which initially is the cultivation of sadhana bhakti, such as meditation and chanting. Bhajan destroys the unwanted material desire in the heart, knows and anarthas, and when the anarthas are uprooted, Shraddha is transformed into Nishtha. unflinching fight. Through gradual purification, Nishta increasingly generates ruchi, taste for bhakti. Ruchi then reveals the sublime beauty of bhakti and develops into asakti. You should never be feel happy if you cannot chant the holy name, whatever number of rounds you have decided or number of hours. Strong attachment for bhakti. And when asakti fully blossoms, bhav, also known as rati, loving spiritual emotions, floods the heart. All the different bhavs in concert create ras, spiritual mellows, finally leading to Krishna Prem. Not a wonderful discussion today. We should hear and hear and hear over and over because our mind is so dull, right? My Guru Maharaj used to say, how can you say that you have listened something that you cannot do it? That means you have not heard it. My Guru Maharaj was so merciful. He was very strong. He was very organized person. And if you spend even some time with him, you learn so many things. The first lesson I learned, two lessons I learned when I became a temple president. He called me, so I went in his room. The door was closed, and he just ring the bell, come in. So I opened the door, and I went and I sit down right in front of my Guru Maharaj. And he asked me, Shyam Sundar, who has opened this door? I said, Gurudev, I have opened the door. Shouldn't you close it? First lesson I learned. Second lesson, he said, after a couple of days, Gurudev used to call me regularly and he will talk to me what he wants to achieve. So much time, so many instructions. So someday, because I not sure that Gurudev will call me, so I never used to carry the diary and pen in my pocket. And he suddenly called me, Shyam Sundar, come, I would like to talk to you. So I went in his room, I offered my obeisances. And they said, what kind of manager are you? Do you think that whatever I'm going to speak, you will remember? Managers should always carry a small notebook and a pen. I learned the lesson. So, spending the time with those personality, if you are open for the criticism, that's one thing is there. If you will be reluctant, Guru can always figure it out, how sincere we are, okay? You can never cheat your Guru or Krishna. They knows you where we are. So if we try to play the game with our Guru, we will never succeed because they knows it. Every inch of our desire in our heart. That's the potency given by Krishna to the Guru Maharaj. So always we have to remain subservient and do whatever they are asking us to do. Maybe external point of view, we may not agree that why. But that's only thing will open the door for us because he knows where our attachments are. And that is very painful to give up those attachments. It's not easy. You have to cry so many nights before your revelation will come through your heart. And then your life will become successful. So with those thoughts, we should stop here. I already take 2 more minutes, but it was very profound reading today and hope that everyone get little glimpse in their heart and dwell. My Guru Maharaj used to say, when you hear something which is very profound, you should dwell and meditate on it. What does it mean to me? How can I utilize that knowledge in my life practically? Make a plan, dwell on it for 15 days, as I said. Dwell for some time because life needs to be changed. And how you are going to change slowly? You need to have full concentration. How you are going to do that, like my Guru Maharaj used to say, I have to operate you, your heart. I will have to be very extremely careful. So we have to see our practical situations and make some steps where I can move. We don't want to be stagnant. We constantly should move and look for the room where you can make a movement. Dwell on it, sit on it, and beg the mercy of the Vaishnavas. Without their mercy, nothing will happen. So beg the mercy of Vaishnavas and Guru and Krishna, and pray whenever we fail to do those things. They will help us. So with those thoughts, always remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. Whoever you come across, give them a kind word that their life also becomes successful, jubilant, and totally fearless. This life is to live boldly. We should not be afraid about anything. We are the devotees of Krishna. Krishna will do everything for us. So those devotees who take so much austerity while working, maintaining family life, and just coming and join, it's just melt my heart. I always want to touch their lotus feet. From Houston, from India, New Jersey, Virginia, Boston, Boise, Atlanta, Austin, Alachua, College Station, Tempe, Phoenix, San Jose, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago, Naperville, Philadelphia, Charlotte, New Orleans, Baltimore, Portland, Dhaka, Orlando, Jacksonville, and Guatemala. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnave